What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Trini Fishing. Y'all, just want to jump on here real quick, kind of, I don't know, talk to you guys a little bit. Man, I just finished like a 3-hour gym session, bro. Like, need to get my mind and my body back on track. Need to put on, just more strength, man, more strength. Lately, I've been feeling, I don't know, I've been feeling kind of like, I don't know, man. The moment I walk out the house, man, it's just like, hate to be negative and shit, but yo, comment down below if y'all experiencing the same type of stuff, man. What I'm experiencing, man, is like just how BS society and people are, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a point in time in my life where I had like great people that I was surrounded by that actually, cared, showed love, supported, and genuinely cared, y'all. Genuinely cared. But lately, these days, man, as a man in society in these days, not all, but most of us, we don't really feel that no more, man. We feel a lot of, I guess a lot of uneasiness, bro. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, life's flying by right now. I'm 33 right now, yo. Before you know it, I'm going to be 35, going to be 40. And life's short. So whatever it is you want to do in life, like, this is the time you got to do it. It's crazy to think that like I said, I did have a lot of people in my corner showing mad support, mad love, but eventually sometimes it fades and sometimes it doesn't. In my situation, it faded, yo. I when you try to be an overachiever, you try to literally do too much, your mind can get distracted. It can go on a different path. Sometimes self-improving, you actually end up, losing the closest people around you because you're so busy trying to self-improve. But maybe, self-improvement is always great, but maybe there's always got to be a balance to certain things. If you don't balance certain things, then, ultimately, there's going to be negatives to it, Right now, my car is broken down. I got 5 tickets, y'all. Your boy's about to go to jail, y'all. Like, I got a court hearing coming up, and they said if I paid all the tickets, my license would be suspended. So they don't recommend me paying it. They recommend me going to the hearing trial and pleading no contest, and hopefully they can lower down the points and the price of the tickets, man. I was doing 40 and a 15 in a school zone while it was raining, and I was on my way to work, and it was raining like crazy. It was one of those crazy ass mornings, right? So I'm gonna give you guys the story real quick. And for some reason, my stupid ass thought it would be a good idea to take a detour and go around the block, an area that I'm not familiar with at all. So I hit the back corner, hit a turn, went into the area, the detour, the shortcut, and found myself being pulled over by the police doing 40 and a 15 while it was raining. So they booked me for that, the speeding. Then they booked me for being on my cell phone, because I had my GPS. I'm over here looking. I don't know where the hell I'm going. So they booked me for that, for the speeding, 40 and a 15, the cell phone, and then another ticket for driving too fast in rainy conditions. So basically a 2-in-1 ticket right there. And then and then 2 other tickets for not having my driver's license and my registration on me. Like, they're completely valid, but I didn't physically have it on me. So I just got booked for that. So it's 5 tickets right there. Hella points. First speeding ticket of my life, y'all. Like, I haven't got a speeding ticket in my whole life, y'all. My first ticket in the past 15 years. So, and all I had to do, man, it taught me a lesson. All I had to do was just stay in my lane and be patient. So it definitely taught me a lesson, opened up my eyes that, there's no shortcuts. Stop trying to take shortcuts to get to places faster. Like, if you're stuck in traffic, stay in your lane. Play safe. You gotta be still out here. And it taught me a lesson to really just be still and stop trying to move so fast. Sometimes I'm always looking at the clock. I'm always looking at the time. Now, after all these crazy situations that happen, I just need to just be still and take a step back, observe what's going on around me. So, I just gotta take care of that. Got the hearing trial coming up. My car is literally broke down. I don't know what else to say, man. Society out there, people are fucking crazy, dog. And I try to be the good person and just stay away from all the BS, but man, it's tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough out here right now. A lot of people would say I'm in a good situation, but I don't feel like I am. A lot of people think that, like, you know, you work hard, you're gonna get rewarded. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The more harder you work, the better your outcome is. That's not necessarily true all the time. Not necessarily true all the time. Sometimes the harder you work, the more you try to impress, the more you try to prove, the more it backfires. You may think that you're getting, you're going places, but really you're in the same situation. You're just like on repeat. It's like deja vu. Working hard for yourself, I'm all for that. Self-improvement, your body, your health, your diet, that actually helps you. When you try to work hard for a bunch of other people, what ends up happening is that you get used and abused and unappreciated. I'm sure a lot of men out there feel the same way. And they learned the hard way, Sometimes more money doesn't necessarily equal more success or better. Sometimes more money, more problems, y'all. Sometimes people will sacrifice their family to try to make more money. They'll sacrifice what's really important to get that bag bigger. And as time goes on, y'all, like, we're not going to be here forever. We're not going to live forever. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your significant others, like, we're all not going to be here forever. So I think the most important thing is just spending time, as much time as you can, with them, going on the trips with them, going out to dinner, cooking, having fun, like bonding with, like, the people that mean the most to you, yo. And sometimes when you're younger and you think you're making money, you think you're getting the bag, sometimes you can put all that stuff aside. Not necessarily a great thing. Because the money, number one, is not really that much money. Like I'm saying, most important thing is family. Like I said, I didn't grow up with my dad, right? My dad lives all the way in Trinidad. I never grew up with them. I only heard stories about him. I went back and visited him recently. Out of, the past 10 years, I spent one day with my dad, yo. Not even a full day. Couple hours. Filmed a video. Vlogged a video, too. I met my half-brothers, my half-sisters. They live down there. Go check out the playlist underneath Trinidad playlist, and you're going to see that video. I was with my wife. I was with my dad. Like, it was a great moment. It was a great feeling. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, y'all, like, I know things can get heated. Sometimes y'all just need a break, y'all. Sometimes you just need a break. You need to take a step away. You need to unwind, come back, and reassess the whole situation. When you invest like 12 years with somebody, y'all, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people do understand. But that's a large portion of your life right there. And not all of it was bad, y'all. Not all of it was bad, y'all. There was a lot of good. Things happen, y'all. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a point where you could have prioritized things a little differently, for sure. Um, Family is number one, y'all. Family gotta come before anything, y'all. The money's gonna come and go, and the money is not even a lot of money that we're talking about either, man. Like, just to be honest with y'all, man, like, the money's not even a lot of money, y'all. This is like poverty money, y'all. This is like poor people money, y'all. 30K a year type shit. Like, ain't nothing to brag about, y'all. 30K after taxes, bro. What the fuck? That ain't nothing, bro. You know? I mean, is there room to make more? I guess, yeah. I gotta, overtime. I gotta sacrifice more time away from family and my hobbies and my health. I don't know, man. Like, whatever it is, man, this ain't it, man. This ain't it for me. I gotta figure out how to reconnect going forward. Gotta figure out what my plan structure is for the rest of my life. A lot of people say, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Society's crashing out. People are going crazy. There's nothing you can do about it. Let the place burn down." I mean, crazy. Like, all my close friends, all my close family members, they don't have any serious relationship. They don't even have a potential person that they can even consider to marry, have kids with. And we're all in the same age bracket. We're basically like 35, 33, 34, 35. Just around the corner, 40, then 50. Like, life's gonna go by like that, y'all. And I wish that I can see everybody else in a better situation, in a better light. I wish I could see everybody else more genuinely happy. Like, I wish we were celebrating more positive things rather than always dwelling on the negatives. Most men out here feel like they really can't trust. They see what's going on. Not all women are bad. We love women. Don't get us wrong. Don't get this twisted. We are not womanizers. We absolutely love women. We do. Like, men need women and women need men. So I don't know where this whole, like, gender war came from. I know it came from, like, social media, painting a picture, a narrative that men got to do X, Y, and Z. If they don't, then they don't qualify for you and your time. They got to pay for their hair, their nails, their food. Like, a sense of entitlement was there. And that's what they portrayed on social media. And that's what not all, but most females kind of ran with that. And kind of disqualified themselves for the majority of the nice guys that are out here that really want genuine connections with them. So I guess it all comes down to the bag. So men feel like they got to work harder, they got to work more to get the bag so they can secure a potential female mate, yo. I mean, the problem is that while you're securing the bag, you're spending less time with the person. So there's got to be a balance, There's got to be a balance. I mean, I wish things could be different for sure, man. I don't know. Y'all comment down below, bro. Am I overthinking things? I mean, y'all comment down below what y'all think about this type of situation. I definitely need to get a new car for sure. I need to make more money, but I don't want to spend more time making the money. I want to. I got skills, yo. I got experience in certain departments. So we gotta figure out how to make more money within, like, 40 hours a week should be like literally full time, and that's like You shouldn't have to work and kill yourself in the heat to make a little bit more money and still be broke. And that time that you spend, you're spending less time with your mom, your brother, your wife, your significant other. So, and that's what I was doing, man. I was in grind mode, man. I remember it like I was yesterday, man. I was in grind mode. I was focused. I was working sometimes 7 days a week, y'all. I was lucky to even get one day off, y'all. And I didn't even want to do that, man. I kind of got pressured into it because the manager promised me a raise, and he said if I don't work 7 days a week, then I won't get a raise. Ultimately, did I get a raise? Yeah, but I went from $16 an hour to 18 to 21. So $21 an hour, y'all, to be welding in this hot Florida heat, completely sweating through my muscle, overworking my brain, my body, my soul for $21 an hour, y'all. Losing connection with my wife, losing connection with my mom, my brother, even myself, y'all, was not worth it, y'all. It's not worth it, y'all. It's not worth it, y'all. $21 an hour, y'all? Bro, $21 an hour is literally like $35K a year. So, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, stay back later after work and practice your welding, and you know, we're gonna let you weld on these big yachts and shit, and you're gonna make more money, bro. All BS, dog. All BS. They're gonna throw you in the middle of a freaking. They're gonna throw you off in the deep end and say, hey, yeah, just go ahead and weld all this kind of crap and pipe weld this and pipe weld that. Weld the keel of this, not even really showing you step by step, not really building with you or really showing you like this is how this is supposed to be done. Just go in there and just like F it all up, and then, oh, if anything happens, you know, the co-workers and the managers are just gonna blame you at the end of the day. So co-workers, managers, bro, racism, discrimination, they lucky I didn't crash out on a lot of people. I decided to have respect and morals and value, not to crash out. But let me tell y'all something, man. Racism is 100% real. It sucks being around people that of different cultures and they can't treat people equally. You know, that's what I was kind of thinking. Is it better if I go back to Trinidad? At least I'm around my own people, dog. I'm not racist. I have friends of all different races and stuff. But am I better just to connect with my own type of people because they are my own people? There's less likely for 100 Trinidadians, 100 Indian people to be racist towards me because we're the same. You get what I'm saying? It's like you come out here, you got to deal with, you know, the Spanish person, this African person, and a bunch of other different races, and it's all about who they like. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with skill and nothing to do with any of that. I mean, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta have a little skill, but I'm saying it's more so who do they like? Do they like you enough to give you that raise? 'Cause I've seen a lot of hard-working people with a lot of skill that deserved more money, that deserved a raise. They never got it, y'all. They promised them that they would get it someday. They never got it. More people that had less skill but they liked more got the raises, y'all. And some of them flat out earned it. Some of them did actually, like, you know, have the skill and the work ethic to make more. But a lot of those guys out there, man, they work so freaking hard, but they don't have no social skills, no people skills. Don't even think about asking them if they have a girlfriend or if they're seeing somebody serious. They don't. All they know is work, 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 work. Until you're dead, and then they just replace you with somebody new, like you never really existed. It's like, bro, I would rather have so much less, make so much less, but just make enough where I can have a wife, a family, and a household, dog. Like, is that so much to ask for in this day and age, y'all? Like, that's all I want. I don't care about being rich. I don't care about being famous. Like, how is that so hard? Look, as far as fishing goes and like all my other hobbies, like I'm dialing all of that back, y'all. That's not number one priority in this day and age. It's my hobbies. The fitness is definitely like I got to get my weight back up, man. I got to get back fit. But other than that, all the other extra stuff, I'm taking a step back, y'all, cuz that stuff is not important right now. I need to focus on what is important, y'all. I don't know. Y'all comment down below what y'all think about this video, man. I know I'm just out here venting and talking about my problems, but and apparently you're not supposed to. Apparently, as a man, you're not supposed to vent and talk about your problems. Then people think you're weak, and then they lose respect for you. Look, I don't give a flying f no more about what anybody thinks about me no more, man. Y'all could think whatever y'all want to think, man. You know, my dad's a good person. My dad's in Trinidad, and I mean, he's a really great person. Everything that he said in his relationship, I hate to say it, was actually used against him. Look, I just need to take a step back. I need to be still. Stay in one position, look around my surroundings, rather than moving quick. There, all over the place and looking at the time. And I was just doing way too much during that time. And it wasn't even that long ago, man. A couple years ago, I was just doing way too much a couple years ago. I thought that if you work harder, it'll be more beneficial. I was preached. It's the whole bait and switch, y'all. They're going to tell you one thing, and then when it comes time to do that one thing, bro, they're just going to switch, y'all. It's classic, typical bait and switch, y'all. Man, I know people working for companies for a long time, they never got raises. They don't know. That's like a thing of the past, yo. Everything's getting more expensive, bro. I don't even make that much, to be honest with y'all, bro. Like, what, 2.5 of my paychecks cover my bills, y'all. The other, I'm supposed to survive on 1.5 paycheck, bro. Like, where's the incentive? Where's the motivation? Where's like, yeah. Where's the willpower to be like, hey, like, you know, you're working towards this goal. You reach this goal, then, you know, this time period, this is when you're gonna have an increase. Like, does that ever happen, or are we just freaking going on deja vu and hopes and dreams and we're in like Disneyland? Like, I don't like begging people for anything, dog. You start begging people for stuff, they look at you like you're weak and you're helpless, like you're a nobody. Bro, I don't know. I just think we need to show a lot more appreciation for each other in this day and age. Everybody, men, female, everybody. I mean, it's getting really out of hand, and a lot of people are saying just let it burn, let society burn, let the people do what they want to do, and let those that don't want families don't have no families. Let the ones that think they're this. It's just crazy, bro. There's just a bunch of craziness going on, man. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know where to even turn from this point, just to be honest with y'all. Like, where do we go from here? Like, what do we do next? Life's supposed to be about family, dog. A lot of us are like, my neighbor, he's like 40. He completely gave up on that. Actually, I take that back. He actually does want that, but is it realistic? Is it gonna happen at 40? I mean, I'm basically almost 40, y'all. Old ass man. Old ass man, dog. A lot of the new generation too, back in the day, a lot of the new generation, the 20 and 25-year-olds they're thinking that, like, they grew up in the social media era. They grew up with the cell phones. So they're thinking like, they're probably like, what the hell is this? What the F is this crap? This bull crap going on. What is this? This can't be real. They can't even move out and have their own place, y'all. A lot of these Gen Z people, they're like 25 or 30 or whatever the case is. They're still living with their parents, and it's going to remain like that for a long time. The housing situation in Florida, South Florida, is absolutely bullcrap. Nobody could really afford to live on your own. If you live on your own, it's kind of a flex. Thank God I'm able to. But I had to work really hard for that. I don't like to see people that I care about struggle. I hate to see that. Look, I don't do no drugs, no alcohol. I'm not into none of that crazy stuff. But yet I'm the bad guy somehow. Somehow I'm the bad guy. It's like, yo, people are going to paint these narratives about you, whether you do good, do bad. A lot of people do want to see people fail, which is wild. I mean, you guys see what's going on out here. Now we got this T app where people are like posting pictures of their significant others to see if other people are talking to them. And it's an app that like basically people just gossip about the other person, make up lies. Very rarely people tell the truth. And I mean, it's wild, y'all. It's wild. It's like an exposing app. People post pictures of like their person to see if other people are talking to them, and it could be all lies, yo. Yo, I don't know what else to say about this, but I'm just flabbergasted right now. And like this video is gonna be in the playlist of like the vlogging and the open discussions playlist. Like I said, we made our own playlist just for this. But I mean, we just need to let this out, because literally, like, I'm taking a step back from everything. I'm just trying to figure some shit out. Yeah, y'all. I mean, my main goals in life, I only wanted just to be successful, yo. Work hard, have a loving family. Maybe my priorities were all messed up. I'm gonna be accountable. Maybe my priorities were all messed up at a certain point in life, where I put my attention on things that maybe weren't really that important. But at the time, I was so invested. I was so like in my zone. I was like in that grind mode, y'all, where it was like I needed to work out. I needed to get at least 8-9 hours of sleep, at least 8 hours of sleep, right? And I needed to work super hard at work so I can get the raise to make more money. I'm gonna tell you guys a story one time where I literally effed myself, where I worked 5 weeks straight. I'm not over here. Look, I'm a grown ass man, okay? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Anybody that does welding and metal fabrication in Florida and it works outside in this hot ass sun, man, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all know what it is. It ain't no easy work, okay? It's like real man physical work that you're doing out there. Dangerous work, man. I've seen people almost cut their freaking lip off. I've seen people almost cut their thumb off. I've seen people that literally passed out. I almost passed out down there, y'all. Hey, I'm not even much gonna lie, bro. There was one point in time I was working inside of a yacht. I literally almost passed out. Like I literally, yo, I shit you not, I almost didn't even make it out the yacht, out the boat, because I was doing this crazy ass job with a grinder inside of a fucking, bro, it was a living nightmare. I literally almost passed out. As soon as I was in there for so long, I sweated. I literally sweated through all my muscle. Just for all the time I put in the gym, just say bye-bye. Just forget about it. Because I literally sweated like 5 pounds of sweat instantly. Like, why did I do all of that, man? I honestly, not gonna lie, man. If I had another go around, another chance to go back and like change things, I would have never did any of that stuff, bro. Never, 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 never. I should have quit a long time ago, dog. But you know what? As a man, I was very prideful. I felt like I had something to prove. I was trying to make more money. And the more money I'm talking about was not even that much money, dog. $21 an hour to be welding, metal fabrication in this heat? Bro, is not worth it. You're breathing in all this dust, all these fumes, all this smoke. You're sweating through your freaking muscle. So if you care about your health, y'all, and for $21 an hour, $35K a year, it's not worth it. Would not recommend anybody that's 20 to 25, late 20s to even think about it. It's not worth it. I mean, if you're working in an air conditioning controlled environment inside, like in Florida, okay, you can consider it. But it's not worth it, trust me. Because the thing is, you're going to do all of this work, and then at the end of the day, they're going to talk shit about you. They're going to say you are not fast enough, you're not good enough, you're not skilled enough. They're going to find a way to make it seem like anything goes wrong, they're just going to blame you. Had that happen to me multiple times, dog. And they're lucky I didn't crash out on them. Lucky I didn't crash out on them and film a video right there hot on the spot. Lucky, but you know what? I had more respect, I had more pride, I had more value. Is it a good thing that I had that at that time? I thought it was good. I thought I was going to be the bigger person and have more respect, but it shows that maybe I should have made an example of the situation right there on the spot and really expose the situation about how people will blame you and make you feel like you're the bad guy, you're the victim, when in reality all you're trying to do is help. Crazy. It's like a mind game, manipulation. Just because somebody doesn't like you, they're going to put all their trauma, all their blame on you if you allow it. Should I have allowed it? Man, there's multiple times I should have never allowed it. Did I learn a lesson? I definitely did. I definitely learned a lesson, y'all. Do I regret putting my body through all that crazy ass hazardous conditions just to make $21 an hour? Yes, I do. You know how much time, you know how many hours, you know how much hard work I put into the freaking gym? And I was getting fucking fit. I was getting real fit, man. And I went literally peaking up, getting super fit, to literally declining right back down, dog. I remember it like it was yesterday. I consciously knew that I was going to lose my gains, I was going to lose my muscle, I was going to lose my hard work for this particular job that was paying me $21 an hour. Aside from that, my relationship, I put that to the side. Eventually, obviously, man, my priorities were messed up. Like I said, man, it's a learning process, man. Like I said, man, the whole life is a whole learning process. It's not like I could just call my dad, call somebody and be like, hey, look, I'm going through this situation. What do you think is really the best route I should take? Sometimes we got to learn things on our own. Sometimes we learn them too late. Then you just end up alone by yourself, y'all. Some people say it's a good thing that you're alone by yourself. Not necessarily, dog. Not when you have something going. You actually had like something going for yourself. Bruh. I don't even know what to say no more, man. Society ain't really getting better, to be honest. Nobody that I know even trusts any friends. They don't really got any close people they actually trust. You know, after you've been burned so many times, then it's just wraps at that point. Like, there's no point of even trying to continue to trust another. You know, I bet a lot of us that are watching this video wish that we can go back in time, go back to the older days. but we can't. Ever since that pandemic happened, ever since 2020, like life before 2020 was like, you can kind of feel like something's about to happen. You can kind of feel like something's right over the horizon, and you can kind of feel like it's not going to be great. After 2020, that's when it literally like was peaking up, and then everything just went down. I know it's gonna be a long ass video. If you made it this far, I don't know, you guys drop some comments down below what you guys think. Do I have a solution to anything that's going on out here? I don't. I'm just a guy with a phone filming a video. Just a regular guy. Just an average guy. But I want to make it clear that no matter what's happening in life, man, you have to just keep going forward. You cannot give up. You got to keep going forward no matter what. You know, life goes on. The show must go on. But at the same time, you got to dig deep about what you're passionate about. You know, sometimes people are passionate about family. I know people that actually got married and they got kids and went through the whole 9 yards, and then boom, they got divorced and now he's on child support. People that I've known personally. And millions of people have been through that. Millions of people are in my situation and in your situation. We're not the only ones, y'all. I'm not sure if it's an American thing. I'm not sure if I got to go back to my country, my hometown, Trinidad, and go live in a house down there and go live an easy going life. But up here, I mean, the more you make, the more they take. That's if you can even make more. Nowadays, you'll be working for people for years, and you don't even make more, while everything else goes up. I don't know, y'all. I'm just venting, y'all. Just venting, dog. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.